Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Kat here, and today I'm going to be setting up my pages for November in my bullet journal. This video is kindly sponsored by the seasonal pages. They sent me a few items to use on my November setup, and I'm really excited to show you everything that I did with them. As usual, all of the things that I'm using throughout the setup are going to be linked in the description below, as well as my discount codes if you want to shop from the links and you want a discount. And for the seasonal pages shop, you can use my code catsplanner10 for 10% off. I really love their shop and all of the aesthetic of their products, so make sure to check them out, and let's get started with my theme for November. One of the things that I asked for this theme was a Polaroid picture. They have different photos and Polaroids that they sell on their shop, and I've never used a Polaroid in my bullet journal for a theme, so I thought that would look cute in my cover page. So I grabbed this one that has raindrops on it, and it's really cold and wintry, so I really like the vibe of it for the cover page. And then I decided to write November at the bottom part of the Polaroid, and I used my ��𝒕𝒂𝒕 brush pen that I got from Zenpop in my past video. If you didn't watch it, I'm going to link it in the description below. But turns out that that type of pen doesn't really work well in Polaroid, so I wrote November in another paper and then I glued it down to the Polaroid, and it works just as fine. I wanted to keep this theme minimal and simple because I don't really use my bullet journal that much anymore because I've been really busy, so the minimal the better. So I decided to grab the stickers that I got from the seasonal pages and just put them around the pages and connect them with dashed lines, because the whole vibe for this theme was like camping and autumn and winter and cozy vibes. So I really thought that connecting all of the stickers on my pages would bring them together and be more cozy in a way, so that's what I decided to do. And it also brings the page a lot more movement without being too much, which is like the middle perfect point in my designs that I really like to create. I also decided to add some book pages on the corners and middle parts of the pages to like bring them all together, because the whole thing was getting too white and not that cluttered, so I really wanted to bring that coziness of a book into my theme, and I think it worked out really well. So that's it for my cover page, and the right page next to it is going to be my monthly to-do list. As you know, I do this list every month in my bullet journal. It's where I keep reminders, things to do throughout the month, things that I don't want to forget, things that I have to do or to schedule for the next month. Whatever I need to do or that I can't forget for this month, I put on this list. And that is why I reserve a big space for my monthly to-do list, so I can just put whatever I want here and not forget anything. It's literally one of the most important pages in my bullet journal. Next up, I have my habit tracker for November, and just as I did on my previous pages, I used the book pages in the corners and in the middle part of the pages. I decided to do that same thing but invert the sides on my next two pages just to give some sort of consistency on the theme. I usually try to do this when I want simple things to like look good together, so that's what I did for these two pages as well. For this theme, I thought it was easier to use my mini calendar stamps that I got from Amazon to track each habit, and I messed up the first one, but then I fixed it, so don't worry about that. But I messed up the days because November only has 30 days, not 31, so I'm going to be able to fix that in a second. But yeah, I completely forgot that we are not in October when this theme is going to get used. So yeah, I messed up on that, but I will fix it in a second. And the next page is my playlist one, and oh my god, I've been listening to so many songs since I've been religiously listening to my Discovery Weekly on Spotify. It's like one of the best things ever. And when you're watching this video, Arctic Monkeys just released their new album, so you bet I'm going to listen to that non-stop when it comes out. So yeah, I would love to know what music you've been listening to in the past month. I listen to a lot of rock and alternative rock and indie, so those songs, that is what I've been listening to in the past month. and I'm going to post this page on my Instagram, so if you don't follow me there, make sure you do. It's just @catsplanner. And yeah, if you have any song recommendations, leave them in the comments below. And the habits that I'm going to track are my water intake, because I'm really bad at drinking water throughout the winter. I really need to like drink tea in order to get my water intake in a decent number, so I'm trying to track that. I'm going to track when I work out, because it's also really hard for me to work out in the winter because it's so cozy and so cold at the same time that I don't really want to work out. But my boyfriend works out a lot and he's really fit, so that is my inspiration to work out more this month. I'm also tracking when I go out, because I've been going out a lot with him and with my friends, and I just want to keep track of how many days I go out throughout the month. Even though I love to do that, I think it's fun to just go out and have some time for myself, so I'm tracking that. And I'm tracking my self-care as well, because now in the winter, and because I've been occupied with work, I sometimes forget to take care of myself, so I'm tracking self-care for November as well. And my last page for this setup is my weekly spread. I have been doing this divided in 8 spaces weekly spread in my bullet journal, just because it's easier to set up, first of all, and second of all, it's really easy for me to just put there the tasks that I have to do for each day and have a little space for reminders and to get my week done fast. So I either do this or I do a rolling weekly, which is just for me to write the header for the day and write the tasks and plan the next day. Not really a structured week, but to just have the headers there to write my tasks. I just, again, don't really have much time to do complicated weekly spreads or to have calendars and stuff here, so just a space for my days, for my tasks, it's what works for me right now. So for this layout, I use the stickers from the seasonal pages as little icons for each day, and I did some cursive for the weekdays. I usually don't write the day of the month that it is in my weekly spread, but sometimes I do, so it depends, but in this one I didn't. And then I just added some lines, brown lines, for the little spaces for my tasks with my Tombow dual brush pen in a brown color, just to spice up the page a little bit and to just not be all white, just to have a pop of color there. And I really like how this weekly spread turned out. Overall, I really enjoy how this whole theme turned out. I think the coziness and winter vibes are here, even though this is not too complicated of a theme to create. I really enjoyed the stickers from the seasonal pages that I got to use. Don't forget to check them out, the link is in the description, and to use my code catsplanner10 for 10% off. If you watched the video until this point, don't forget to leave a cozy related emoji in the comments with your best activity to do in this time of year. And I'll see you in my next video, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.